Question 1. Which of the following makes a light motor vehicle illegal to drive on a public road? A. Tires with one tread below the legal minimum depth. B. Tires with slight discoloration but no visible damage. C. Tires with minor dirt or mud. The correct answer is A. Tires with one tread below the legal minimum depth. Driving with tires that have tread depth below the legal minimum is illegal, as it severely compromises grip and safety. Discoloration or minor dirt/mud is not illegal. Question 2. When approaching a pedestrian crossing, zebra crossing, which statement is correct? A. You may overtake another vehicle stopped at the crossing if no pedestrians are visible. B. You must stop and give way to pedestrians at the crossing, regardless of whether other vehicles have stopped. C. You may speed up to pass the crossing quickly if pedestrians are far away. The correct answer is B. You must stop and give way to pedestrians at the crossing. At a zebra crossing, you are legally required to stop and give way to pedestrians who are on or about to enter the crossing. You cannot overtake a stopped vehicle at a crossing. Question 3. You see a lane reserved for buses and public transport. Which statement is correct? A. Any vehicle may use the lane if traffic is heavy. B. Only buses and vehicles carrying at least 3 passengers may use the lane. C. Only buses and authorized public transport vehicles may use the lane. The correct answer is C. Only buses and authorized public transport vehicles may use the lane. This is a reserved lane legally designated for specific vehicles, in this case, buses and authorized public transport. Other vehicles are not permitted to use it, even if traffic is heavy. Question 4. Under which condition are you allowed to overtake another vehicle on the left on a public road? A. When the vehicle in front is turning right and there is space on the left. B. When traffic is heavy and you want to save time. C. On a single-lane road at night if no other vehicles are coming. The correct answer is A. When the vehicle in front is turning right and there is space on the left. Overtaking on the left is only permitted when the vehicle ahead is turning right and there is sufficient space to pass safely on the left. It is not allowed for convenience or time saving. Question 5. You see a road marking reserved with a special symbol for ambulances, capital A. What does this marking indicate? A. Any emergency vehicle may park here. B. Only ambulances may park in this bay. C. This is a waiting area for patients or visitors. The correct answer is B. Only ambulances may park in this bay. The capital letter A on the road marking stands for ambulance. This parking bay is reserved exclusively for ambulances. Question 6. Which statement regarding parking on a public road is correct? A. You may park near an excavation if warning signs are displayed. B. You may park opposite an excavation as long as traffic can still pass. C. You are not allowed to park your vehicle near or opposite an excavation. The correct answer is C. You are not allowed to park your vehicle near or opposite an excavation. Parking near or opposite an excavation disrupts traffic flow and creates a serious hazard for other road users. The law prohibits this practice. Question 7. Which statement is correct when entering a public road from a side road, driveway, or entrance? A. Enter the road as soon as there is a small gap and force other vehicles to slow down. B. You may enter the road if you indicate, even if other traffic must change speed. C. Do not enter a public road if your vehicle will interfere with moving traffic approaching from any direction. The correct answer is C. Do not enter a public road if your vehicle will interfere with moving traffic approaching from any direction. Drivers must not obstruct or interfere with moving traffic. Indicating does not give you priority. You must wait until it is safe to enter without affecting other vehicles. Question 8. You see a combination road sign. What does it mean? A. Light motor vehicles may not exceed the speed limit for the next 5 kilometers. B. Light motor vehicles are prohibited only at certain times over the next 5 kilometers. C. Light motor vehicles are prohibited from using this road for the next 5 kilometers. The correct answer is C. Light motor vehicles are prohibited from using this road for the next 5 kilometers. The red diagonal line indicates prohibition, and the distance plate shows that the prohibition applies for the next 5 kilometers. Light motor vehicles are not allowed on that road for that distance. Question 9. You are not allowed to drive a light motor vehicle on a public road if A. It is not fitted with front fog lamps. B. It is not fitted with lamps at the rear emitting a red light. C. The interior light is not working. The correct answer is B. It is not fitted with lamps at the rear emitting a red light. South African law requires every vehicle to have functional rear red lamps. Without them, the vehicle is considered unroadworthy and illegal to drive. Front fog lamps and interior lights are not mandatory. Question 10. You see a combination road sign applying to a light motor vehicle. What does this sign indicate? A. The maximum speed a light motor vehicle may travel on this road. B. The recommended speed for light motor vehicles in good weather conditions. C. The minimum speed a light motor vehicle must travel at. The correct answer is C. The minimum speed a light motor vehicle must travel at. A minimum speed limit sign indicates the slowest speed at which a vehicle must travel. In this case, it applies specifically to light motor vehicles. Question 11. Which statement is correct regarding the use of a hooter on a public road? A. You may use the hooter continuously to warn other drivers of your presence. annoyance. B. You may use the hooter to express annoyance at another driver's behavior. C. You may use the hooter only when it is necessary to warn other road users of danger. The correct answer is C. You may use the hooter only when it is necessary to warn other road users of danger. South African road rules permit the use of a hooter solely for warning others of danger. It is illegal to use it to express frustration, annoyance, or for any non-emergency purpose. Question 12. You see a reservation sign indicating a pedal cycle lane. What is the correct meaning? A. Only bicycles may use this lane. All other vehicles are prohibited. B. Pedestrians and cyclists may use the lane. C. Vehicles may drive in the lane if there is no cyclist present. The correct answer is A. Only bicycles may use this lane. All other vehicles are prohibited. A pedal cycle lane is reserved exclusively for bicycles. Motor vehicles are not allowed to drive in this lane under any circumstances, even if no cyclists are present. Question 13. Which statement is correct regarding driver fatigue? A. If you feel a little tired, you may continue driving as long as traffic is light. B. Drinking coffee or energy drinks eliminates the need to rest while driving. C. If you have been driving for a while and are feeling tired, stop and have a break. The correct answer is C. If you are feeling tired, stop and have a break. Driver fatigue is a major cause of accidents. The only safe action is to stop and rest. Caffeine or energy drinks are not substitutes for proper rest. Question 14. You see a combination sign. What does this sign mean? A. The speed limit of 100 km per hour applies at all times. B. You may exceed 100 km per hour during the day if visibility is good. C. The night speed limit of 100 km per hour applies only from sunset to sunrise. The correct answer is C. The night speed limit of 100 km per hour applies only from sunset to sunrise. The top sign shows the maximum speed, and the bottom sign, moon and stars, indicates that this limit applies specifically during nighttime hours, from sunset to sunrise. Question 15. For how long is a vehicle license valid? A. 6 months from the date of issue. B. 12 months from the date of issue. C. 5 years from the date of issue. The correct answer is B. 12 months from the date of issue. In South Africa, a vehicle license, DISC, is valid for 12 months and must be renewed annually. Many learners confuse this with the driver's license, which is valid for longer. Question 16. When driving on a road with a painted island, under which condition are you allowed to drive on or stop on the painted island? A. When traffic is heavy and you need extra space to pass other vehicles. B. When making a U-turn or avoiding a slow-moving vehicle. C. Only when directed to do so by a traffic officer. The correct answer is C. Only when directed to do so by a traffic officer. Painted islands separate traffic and are generally illegal to drive on or stop on. The only exception is when a traffic officer specifically instructs you to do so. Question 17. A learner driver is not allowed to do which of the following? A. Drive a motor vehicle without exceeding the speed limit. B. Drive on a public road while accompanied by a licensed driver. C. Leave the engine running while the vehicle is unattended. The correct answer is C. Leave the engine running while the vehicle is unattended. Leaving a vehicle unattended with the engine running is prohibited for all drivers, including learners. Options A and B are legal requirements for a learner driver. Question 18. You see a road sign showing a green arrow pointing downwards above a lane. What does this sign mean? A. You must change lanes immediately. B. The lane is reserved for emergency vehicles only. C. You may drive in this lane. The correct answer is C. You may drive in this lane. A green downward arrow indicates that the lane is open to traffic and may be used. It does not mean you must change lanes, nor does it reserve the lane for any specific vehicle type. Question 19. How far ahead should your vehicle's high beams and dipped beams be able to illuminate the road? A. High beams, 60 meters, dipped beams, 30 meters. B. High beams, 80 meters, dipped beams, 40 meters. C. High beams, 100 meters, dipped beams, 45 meters. The correct answer is C. High beams, 100 meters, dipped beams, 45 meters. South African vehicle regulations require high beams to illuminate at least 100 meters ahead and dipped beams at least 45 meters ahead to ensure adequate visibility for safe driving. Question 20. What is the name of the group of signs to which triangular-shaped signs with a red border belong? A. Regulatory signs. B. Command signs. C. Warning signs. The correct answer is C. Warning signs. Warning signs are triangular with a red border. A white background indicates a permanent warning, while a yellow background indicates a temporary warning. They alert drivers to potential hazards ahead.